2023 EORC, Equal Opportunity Review Commission meeting. Guys, this meeting should be relatively short. I'm going to turn it over right now to the Commission Chair Conley to approve the May minutes.
Welcome, everyone. If everybody had a chance to review the minutes, can I get a motion to approve the minutes for May?
I make a motion that the May minutes be approved as read.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Thanks, Sarah. Indicate by raising your hand or saying aye.
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 Thank you, everyone, for approving the minutes. Okay, we're going to move on to the first plan of the day. This plan was tabled last week. It came in at 5.7% last month, I'm sorry. They improved it to almost 19%, which is pretty good. So Commission Chair, this is the first one. It's the roof replacement at Presley Street High Rise.
Okay. So they've increased their participation, which is always considered a good faith effort. I don't have an issue with it, but does anybody have any questions for Ronalda? Is Ronalda on the line?
Yes, good afternoon, commissioners. I'm here.
Okay.
This is a couple of questions. One, and this is Chiquita Barnett, and one is the Garland Company. Are they a union company or they're non-union?
We do have Sam. He's in the meeting along with Stephen, who is the project manager.
Yes, this is Sam Roberts from the Garland Company. Thank you again for having me on. To answer that question, so the Garland Company is a manufacturer, sort of full service manufacturer. But for this project, we are employing a union company that's Miller Thomas Geikus. They're also out of McKees Rocks, Pennsylvania. They are part of the Carpenters and the Sheet Metal Union here in the Pittsburgh area.
But not the roofers.
The carpenters are the ones completing the actual roofing. Yes, carpenters are trained for roofing as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
The only other question, and this is maybe so you guys can help me. This is a synopsis, but when I look at the actual contract or the packet, and it talks about the different MBEs and WBEs, does it ask for those folks to be certified as well? Because I saw a lot of August 22, July to July 23 dates on those. Am I making sense?
Were those the companies that are actually listed here that were awarded the contract that you're questioning?
Yes, just explanation. You know, for on the other document, the Reed Building Supplies, I was reading that, and Boyd roll off, which I thought was a small number for it was like $8,000. And then the Low County Building, I believe the young lady's name is Minnie, but I didn't see any dates like their certification is still up. It's still valid.
They're certified, Commissioner. The two, Reed Building and Boyd Roloff, are certified MBEs, and Low Country Building Solution is a certified WBE.
Okay, thank you.
And just so you know that the staff checks all of that before that even comes in front of us.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Does any other commissioners have questions for the Prime or for the Housing Authority? Okay, your silence indicates no. Can I get a motion?
Commissioner Hall, I make a motion to approve.
Thank you, Dr. Hall. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Thanks, Sarah. Okay. All in favor indicate by saying aye or raising your hand, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, she unmuted and then muted again.
Can you get her vote, please, Posna?
Yeah, we got it. We're good.
Okay. All right. The motion passes. Thanks so much, you guys, for participating and getting on. We appreciate it. You're good to go.
Thank
Thanks,
you very much.
commissioners.
Thank you so
Okay.
much,
And
guys.
you're-
Have a great day.
Yeah, and drop off, okay, because we're gonna go into the ITQs and they don't pertain to you guys, so,
Okay.
all right.
Have a good one. Bye.
Okay,
Thank
thanks.
you. Bye.
Thank you, guys. We'll go into Upasna and the ITQ updates.
Good afternoon, commissioners. Hope you're doing well and thank you for joining. So there are 5 ITQs for this month, and there are 4 from DOMI and 1 from Department of Innovation and Performance. So the first one here is the 2023 Neighborhood Traffic Calming Design Assistance, and the prime here is Buckled Horn, and the project cost here is 53,447. They have 1 WBE French engineering that will be allotted 8,945. Moving on to the next. This one is District 11O Green Light Go program, a year for Central Business District signals. This is again a DOMI project. The project cost here is 155,724. And this one has 1 prime ANA consultants, which is an MBE, and that will be allotted 59,801. Then we have CMCI, that's Construction Management and Construction Inspection Riverview Park Slide S8. The prime here is SAI Consulting Engineers. The project cost here is 76,295. They have 1 MBE as a sub-consultant, Tri-State Design and Development, which will be allotted 52,019. Then
That's good.
That's real.
sorry.
That's good.
Yeah. Then this one is Pittsburgh Digital Equity Coalition. The prime here is JFAP Consulting. This is less than 50,000, so I won't get into it. And the prime here is a WBE.
Oh, great. Okay.
Then we have the last one here is the Traffic Controlled Analysis and Safety Study. The prime here is Gibson Thomas Engineering, and the project cost again here is less than 50,000, but they have a WBE on the plan. So that's it from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Upasna. Any questions for Upasna, guys, before I continue? Okay, great. Starting next month, guys, I'm going to start listing the waivers that we do in our office and let you guys know what type of waivers we issue. I wanted to start it last month, but I'm going to start it next month. Also, guys, our July meeting is already going to be loaded up. Also in July, I already talked to Commission Chair and Co-Chair about this. We might have to have an email vote because some of the projects next month will be closing real close or right after our meeting. The big one is the Homewood Field project, where we're going to have 4 prime contractors. And the other big one is the Davis Avenue project. And the combined total dollars on those projects are over 20 million. Those are just those 2 projects. I'm sure to get more because council goes on vacation in August, and a lot of departments are going to want to get their contracts before the ERC before they go on vacation. So in saying that, will it be okay if I set up some email votes for you guys?
Okay, here's my thoughts on that. I don't want to hold up any contracts if we don't need to. But what I'd like to see happen is have them all in one email,
Okay,
if that's possible.
yes,
Don't want the commissioners to get peppered with emails and have it get confusing, because that's a lot of reply alls. Where if you could have them in one email where we could reply all and then type on your go down and type on your email, approve type of thing.
okay. I can make sure that when I send them to you, Commission Chair, they'll be all together and wrapped in a bundle.
Now, let me ask you this. Does it go against the bylaws to not have a first and a second? I mean, can you pick a first and second if everybody approves or the vote goes to approve? How does that work?
Right, if everybody approves it, Commissioner, I think we'll be fine. But just in case, maybe we need to have somebody approve it and first it, the first or say that they approve it, so we can have a first and a second, so we could just make sure we put them in the minutes.
Well, if that's the case, then we may have to do them separate then, because that'll get too confusing.
Okay.
Here's just for the staff, make sure they have their participation, because if they don't have their participation, like there's no way that they deserve or are going to be honored an email vote to move this forward faster for them. So just let them know ahead of time that this is going to, if this needs to go to an email vote, they have to meet their participation.
Okay, I'll make sure that it's how should I say it? I'll make sure that it's close to the participation goals that we are over before I even send it to you guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I mean, commissioners, you guys have your comments too, please.
yeah, I think that's an excellent suggestion, because doing the email route, we won't have an opportunity really to go back and forth if we have a challenge concerning certain levels of participation. So I guess we're dependent upon Chuck and his staff to do their homework.
Yeah.
Yes.
Up and
Yeah.
We'll make sure, Commissioner Belthorpe, that it runs right up to the goals, or they're over the goals before we send you an email for an email vote.
And if they're not a participation, we need examples of their good faith effort in the email. And certifications must all be up to date and completed.
Right. I'm gonna make
if not, then they have to wait. If not, then they have to wait till September.
Yeah, no pending certifications, no pending.
Right. I'll make sure that the certifications are good. I'll make sure there's a letter of commitment. All right. As far as the pending certifications, Dr. Hall, I do think that if they're in their last quarter of getting they went through all the process and they're just waiting for their paperwork, I would consider those folks. If everything, because I go through the PAUCP to check on them, and if they're really close to getting their paperwork,
Okay.
most of the time they'll get their paperwork before the project starts.
Okay. And you have access to that. So it's not like we're taking their word for it. Like
No,
actually can see
right.
that they've
Right.
paid for it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as we're down to where they paid for it, it's like pretty much done.
It's been approved.
Fine. Yeah.
Right. They're in the process. Yes. And I can also double check with Sue Broadus too. She has a direct line to the PAUCP also. So we both could double check on that.
Yeah, and to that point, Dr. Hall, I have a couple of members that I'm monitoring to them very carefully. So they're moving in the right direction, and they've also paid. So I feel very comfortable with that.
Okay, good. Yeah, because that's for us to move something forward via email vote it's above and beyond our, what our requirements are. So they need to do that. And since July is so loaded up, I'm not going to ask for this in July, but in, you know, August, maybe if it's since city council's off and we'll have a slow meeting we should have a slow meeting in August. I'd like to have some recaps and some data on projects, and if they've used the subs, the minority and women-owned businesses that we approve subs. I'd like to have some updates, please.
Okay, what we will do at the August meeting, I'll have Daniel, that's the third member of my team, update you on 2023 crimes, subs, and payments.
Yes.
Okay.
The payment part for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, Dr.
Yep.
Hall.
We'll make sure.
We haven't had one of those updates in a while, to my memory. So, you know, it's important to hold these people accountable and make sure that there's not pass-throughs happening here.
Right. We double check on the compliance every month. So
Okay.
we do an audit once a month.
Okay, great.
For every contract.
Perfect.
So-
We just would like to see it. It doesn't have to be every month that we have to see it, but since that's
Right.
going to be a slow meeting in August, I'd like to see it.
Okay, I'll make sure we'll have Daniel have a report for you for the primes and the subs.
You guys all good with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, and there's one other thing before I let you guys go. Can you
Okay.
please send me an update of your information? Address, email address. I got your email address, but address and a phone number just in case I need to get in touch with you, cell or office, if you don't mind.
Yep. All contact info updated,
Yep.
personal and professional, right?
Yes,
what you're looking for?
please. Yes. that's what
Chuck,
I'm
give a
looking for.
deadline, Chuck. Chuck, give a deadline. When do you want to buy?
I want it by the August meeting.
Okay.
Is
Thank you.
that okay?
Deadlines
Yes.
are deadlines.
Okay. By the August meeting would be great. Thank you, Dr. Hall. Okay, guys, that's all I have. If you have anything for me, please let me know.
No, I think we're good. I think we can adjourn. Ooh, that was short and
Okay.
sweet.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, guys.
Have a
Appreciate
good one.
you.
Be safe
Thank
out
you.
there. Thanks, Chuck.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, all right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.